John had a purpose, but he was never the main focus. Yohana jishin wa hikarin de wa naku. John himself was not the light. He was a voice, a guide, a signpost. Tada sono hikari o sashishimesu shonin ni sugimasen. He was only a witness, pointing to the true light. John's role wasn't to shine, but to direct others to the one who does. And in that, he found joy, purpose, and humility. Sometimes we try to be the light in our own strength. We strive to be enough, to fix things, to carry the weight. But we were never meant to be the source, only the reflection. So today, remember, you don't have to be the light. You just have to point to it. And when you do, others will see him, Jesu Christo, through you. He didn't stay distant. He came near. Nochi ni honto no hikari de aru kata ga kite. Then the one who is the true light came. Not an idea, not a symbol, a person, a real person, Jesus, Jesu. And he didn't come for a few, not just for the holy or the hopeful. Zen sekai no hitobito o terashite kudasata no desu. He came to shine on everyone in the whole world. Zen sekai. That includes the doubters, the broken, the forgotten, and you. No one is left in the darkness unless they choose to be. His light is not limited. It reaches the farthest heart. So when you wonder if God sees you, remember, the light came for all. And today, sono hikari wa anata ni no todoite imasu. That light is shining on you too. He came into the very world he created. Sekai o tsukuta kata ga korareta to iu no ni. The one who made the world came to it. The hands that shaped the stars reached out to us. The voice that spoke light into existence walked among us, but the world didn't recognize him. Dare mo kono ni kizukimasen deshita. No one noticed. No one understood. The Creator stood among his creation and was ignored, overlooked. It's easy to wonder how that could happen, but don't we still miss him now? In the quiet moments, in the faces of others, in our hearts. So today, pause. Look again. The one who made the world is near. And this time, kitsuite kudasai. Please don't miss him. He came home. Gojibun no kuni ni kinagara. He came to his own land, to his own people, but they didn't welcome him. Gojibun no tami ni ukeerare nakata no desu. They rejected the very one they had been waiting for, but not everyone turned away. Kono kata o kokoro kara yorokobi mukaete no wa honno wazuka na hitotachi daka deshita ga. Only a few welcomed him with joy. Yet for those who did, something amazing happened. Ukeireta hito wa minna kono kata kara kami no kodomo to naru token no itadakimashita. Everyone who received him was given the right to become a child of God. Wow. Kami no kodomo. Isn't that amazing? No, not by effort, not by earning. Sore ni wa tada kono kata ga sukute kudasaru to shinjireba yokata no desu. All they had to do was believe. Believe that he would save. And he still does. So today, don't turn away. Welcome him. Believe and receive the gift only he can give. Kami no kodomo to naru token, the privilege of being called God's child. Isn't that amazing? This new life, it's not just a fresh start. It's a new birth, a new identity. 信じる人は誰でも新しく生まれ変われます。Anyone who believes is born again, but not through human passion, not through planning or striving. それは人間の熱意や計画によるものではありません。It doesn't come from human effort or ambition. No, this kind of life is a gift. 神がそう望まれたからです。It happens because God wanted it. He chose to give you new life. He desired you to be reborn into his family. You didn't have to earn it. You only had to be willing to receive it. So if you are tired of trying to be enough, rest in this truth. The new life you long for isn't achieved, it's received. And it begins with one step. Shinjiru koto. To believe. God didn't just speak from a distance, he came close. キリストは人間となり、この地上で私たちと共に生活なさいました。Christ became human and lived among us. He walked the same roads, felt the same hunger. He laughed and wept and breathed our air. This wasn't a distant God. 彼は恵みと真実のお方でした。He was full of grace and truth, not one or the other, both. Perfect mercy and perfect honesty. And we saw it. 私たちはこの方の栄光を目の当たりにしました。We saw his glory with our own eyes. 栄光 Glory. Wow. それは天の父である神の一人子としての栄光でした。The glory of the one and only Son from the Father. This is the miracle of the gospel. God didn't wait for us to reach him. He came to be with us. 共に together, still today. John the Baptist had one mission, to point people to the one who was greater. バプテスマのヨハネは人々にキリストを紹介しました。John introduced Christ to the people. He didn't draw attention to himself. He lifted up Jesus. He said, 間もなく来られる方は私よりはるかに偉大な方だ。The one coming after me is far greater than I am. Why? 私が生まれるずっと前からおられたからだ。Because he existed long before I was ever born. This wasn't just a prophet or a teacher. This was the eternal Christ, Kristo, from the beginning. まさにこの方のことです。This is the one John was talking about. And he's still the one we speak of today. See, like John, may our words, our lives, our hearts still say, look, this is the one. Christo desu. It is Christ. You may feel empty at times, tired, worn out, not enough. But in Christ there is always more. この方の恵みは尽きることがありません。His grace never runs out. It doesn't dry up. It doesn't expire. It never says, that's enough for you. Instead, 私たちはみんな次から次へと溢れるばかりに恵みをいただきました。We've all received grace upon grace, one blessing after another. Not just enough to survive, but enough to overflow. Even when we fall short, he continues to give and give again and again. So today, rest in that truth. You are not running on empty. You are filled with grace because he is full of grace. And in him, there's always more. There was a time when it appeared to be that the way to God was through rules, through commands, through striving to be good enough. モーセは厳しい命令と戒めとを与えましたが、Moses gave us strict commands and laws. They showed us what was right, but of course, they always showed us how far we fell short. And then grace stepped in. イエス・キリストはその上に愛に満ちた許しの道を備えてくださったのです。Jesus Christ gave us something more, a way of forgiveness, full of love. He didn't erase truth, he fulfilled it. He met the law's demands. He surely did. So you wouldn't have to carry that weight alone. And this is the difference Christ makes. There was a pressure, but now there's peace. There was fear, but now there's love. So today, walk not by the weight of rules, okay, but by the freedom of grace, because Jesus made a way. No one has ever seen God, not face to face. 未だくつって実際に神を見た人はいません。No one has truly seen him, okay? He is holy, invisible, beyond comprehension. But there is one who has seen him, who knows him fully. しかし、神の一人子だけは別です。But God's one and only Son is different. 御子は父なる神といつも一緒ですから。He is always with the Father, heart to heart. 神に連れてきていることを教えてくださいました。He has shown us who God is. In Jesus, we don't just hear about God. We see him in his love, in his mercy, his truth. If you've ever wondered what God is really like, look at Jesus. Look at his example. He is the clearest picture of God's heart. He is God in the flesh, who dwelt among us